What's up, everybody? Let's talk about the floor is lava. So the floor is lava is a community-made Halo Flashpoint game type based off the game type attrition that you can find in the core rules of the game. The game type has just been enhanced to include these lava tiles that spawn every turn that you can get knocked in and die basically immediately. Luckily, if you want to see this game type in action, we actually filmed a battle report of this game that you can view in a couple days after this video is posted. And there will even be a lot of clips from that battle report that I'm using in this how to play video. But before we get into the rules, let's talk about where this game type came from. So my channel is of course Forging Flashpoint. I try to create maps, but I also want to create game types as well. I love the rule set that Halo Flashpoint has, and I really wanted to enhance it using its own mechanics in a really fun game type. The original concept came from a game type in the Halo video games called Crash Up Derby. Crash Up Derby, you all start in Warthogs and you zoom in on this platform with 4 giant large kill balls and try to knock each other off the edge and into those kill balls. But then how can I introduce these kill balls into the game using the game's own mechanics? And I love the system of spawning items where you roll 2d8 and drop the item in that location. So I decided to make that with these kill balls. So then I printed out these little kill ball cubes and I took them to the Lone Star Open where the Truth and Reconciliation podcast was hosting the grand tournament there in Texas. And I brought this to the table and asked if we wanted to play test this. And Jesse from the team looked at these kill balls, these prototypes of these kill balls, and was like, it's like floor is lava. And from then on, floor is lava was born. This little prototype tile ended up being the main feature of the game. Now let's talk about how to play the game. I will link the PDF of the rules in the description below, so make sure to check those out if you want the full rules of this game type. And now we can talk about setting up. So here I have the beautiful Rise of the Banished board and all the terrain that comes with it. And this box makes a perfect setup for the game itself because of its red Banished themed terrain and board. I would recommend using all of the terrain that comes in the box, including a good amount of scattered terrain. You definitely want scattered terrain around the map because you will be destroying them when you spawn lava cubes. But 3 or 4 medium-sized pieces of terrain that are only 1 cube up will make a perfect board for this. You don't want too many levels because once again, that terrain will get destroyed if it touches a lava cube. Then you'll want to follow the same layout for the attrition game mode for your weapon tokens and spawn your item tokens at random like you would normally do in the normal rules. But this is where the fun begins. This is where you'll start to spawn your lava cubes. You'll spawn 8 lava cubes in the beginning of the game before it starts by rolling 2d8 and determining the position that way. Make sure if a lava cube lands on an item, a weapon, or terrain piece, you remove that and it is permanently destroyed. Don't worry if your lava cubes don't end up being next to each other because every round you're going to spawn 2 more lava cubes. Now let's talk about spawning and respawning. In this game mode, we are going to be spawning our units just like lava tiles and just like items, rolling 2d8 and determining where that lands on the map and placing it in that cube. Now, if your model ends up landing on a lava cube, re-roll your results because we don't want any bad moments where you're spawning right on a lava cube and dying. And speaking of respawning, let's talk about dying. If at any moment your model gets pushed or scattered into a lava cube, it will immediately be destroyed. And because it is an attrition game type, you'll have to choose whether you want to respawn this model later in the game or eliminate it from the game entirely. And the only rule that you need to ignore in attrition is when the board shrinks in later rounds. The lava cubes kind of do that already, so there's no need to shrinking because your board's going to get plenty small, plenty fast. Alright, so how do you win the floor is lava? Well, per the attrition rules, the first person to lose all of their units and all of their respawns is the loser. So you want to do whatever it takes to keep your models alive, healthy, and out of that lava. Now we did playtest a free-for-all game mode, and you'll want to refer to the PDF of the rules in the description for that. But basically everyone starts off with 1 model and 2 respawns, giving them a total of 3 lives, and they have 60 points to create their list of their 1 model. That's including their model. So you could have a Geralhanai Berserker at 34 points and add however many upgrades and weapons that you want on him. Or you can start with a Spartan CQB at 50 points and just add a couple upgrades if you want. The options are endless. I also included in the rules a Super The Floor is Lava, where you can use however many command dice that you want that turn. You can spawn and have your full 2 actions to activate, and you spawn 3 lava tiles instead of 2 every round. Like I said, stay tuned in a few days, or I'll link it in the description below of the battle report of the Floor is Lava that we filmed. Let me know how you guys like it. Please leave comments of any improvements you would like to see. But otherwise, stay out of those lava cubes and have fun gaming. Peace.